What's up, y'all? It's Jake and Mitch here from Prism Supply. Here we are right in front of our shop, and we're excited to tell you about a new project that we're about to get started on. This right here is a perfectly stocked 1998 Harley Davidson Softail that we're going to turn into a custom bike, a chopper, right?
It's going to be really cool. We've got a lot of cool parts from Krispy Co, from Lowbrow Customs, from H-D Softail, and of course a ton of our parts. So we're going to put them all together, make this a really cool chopper.
We'll show you guys some tricks and tips along the way. Yeah, follow along. Mitch wore his Evo shirt for this occasion. We got an Evo here.
You got to work on Evo.
We got Evo on a shirt. We got an Evo engine. We got an Evo up there, made out of a cardboard box.
What are we starting with?
I don't know.
You ever taken one of these apart before?
I've never taken one of these bikes apart before, so we're gonna learn as you guys are following along. Big picture. We're disassembling it so that we can get down to the bare frame to put the hardtail on. All right, so we're gonna start. What's gonna be our process on this bike?
Let's take
just whatever we can. Just take it off.
You want to go front or back?
I don't even know how to take the seat off.
We have to.
So basically, we have no real process here. We're just gonna start taking things.
I really don't know. Here. No tools required. Oh, maybe there's tools required.
There you go. Oh, good job. Save the paint, why don't you? Big old girl. All right, where are we going?
I don't know. Right out of Johnny's way.
Pretty sick.
Well, with the strut in the bottom and stuff.
Yeah, just.
Oh, they look great. If I was gonna build an
from factory, they look really good.
If I was gonna build an old man bike, it would definitely be a Softail. And I'm getting to that point where I need an old man bike.
Yeah, are you not an old man?
Not yet.
What age is an old man?
I don't know. That's a girl. That's an argumentative question. Johnny's number is gonna be way different than my number. The ignition's up here. Just something interesting. To be the advanced timer.
Oh, it's probably a good spot to hide it between the.
Yeah, between the tanks.
Between the tanks. So for a stock bike, whether it be a stock sports or a stock big twin, evolution models, I guess. I'm not sure about shovel heads. They all have this box right here. It's an ignition module, ignition box.
Auto
advanced. And the only way to get rid of that box is to swap your ignition. And obviously your ignition is on the front side of this cone over here. But I know you can get one from Dynatech.
Jake doesn't like it, but you can also run points on them.
You can also run points, that's very true. You have to get like the spring advance mechanism. And
That's a budget way to do it.
We did that on Josh's Sportster.
Yes, we did.
Another fun thing about this project is it's the first bike that we've built, like full custom bike that we built in a couple years.
Doesn't change things, don't call asking. Back to the old thing, this is still an old bike, really.
This is still, yeah, when Mitch and I or anybody in the shop really are working on an Evo, we kind of think that that's a new bike, but by no means is this a new bike. This is a 1998, which is the last year Evo. Maybe they made it in like half a year of 99, but 98, 99 is the last year of Evo until they switched to the twin cam. This year model engine, you could get, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I know that they've made some changes over the years, but from 1984, 1985 to 1998, 1999, somewhere in those years. But again, they make a great heart for a chopper build.
We're about to lose gas. Want to grab that gas can? Okay.
Very unsponsored post, but these are everybody's favorite pliers. This brand of plier is everybody's favorite pliers here at the shop.
How do you say it?
I would say Knipex, but it's Knipex?
Yeah.
Knipex? Something like that. But they're the best.
This.
There it goes. Goes to the collection of solid rear wheels here. We are about 30 minutes in. Obviously got the rear wheel off, the rear fender off, gas tanks off, seat off. Mitch is currently working on exhaust slash controls, it looks like. I am just removing whatever electrical components that I see. Right now I'm currently working on the coil. It all has to get stripped from the frame. Guess the big things that are outstanding is this primary cover has to come off to get to the transmission and the engine separately, so that's a big one. Oil tank, obviously, take the front end off, and we'll be pretty much stripped down. This little lock pouch is pretty cool. That's hard.
So we'll have to empty the transmission and the engine, get the oil out of there so we can remove them from the frame.
So I just pulled this jiffy stand off and Mitch and I were looking at it. It's crazy that it's pretty much the same thing as what came on I know it's a little different, but like what came on a knucklehead. It's like not much has changed at all. So when you're taking these apart, regardless of what year it is, the thread on the front is always just a normal clockwise thread, where the thread on the transmission shaft is always a reverse thread, so counterclockwise. Don't forget. Boom, boom. So now that I got the outer primary cover off, I got the driveline off, the internals for the primary. Now I'm gonna try to take the inner primary off, and there's these locking tabs like on the washers behind these bolts. So I just gotta knock the locking tab back on all of them, and then I should be able to loosen these up and pull the whole inner primary back.
Oil takes out. Oh, that's much easier to work at. We should have done that hours ago.
Oh, now I see why the primary is still on. Full wiring harness.
Oh no, the engine's holding it in.
Yes, I was saying.
I'm looking at it from this side.
Man, we're close, but I gotta go. So what's
Let's get an engine stand and pull that engine out real quick.
I give up. Cut these last 3 wires.
You want to?
This is the last thing that's holding that in.
Oh, hey, we got
everything?
All the bolts.
A drop on the ground would be good.
I gotcha. That went very nice, actually.
Boom.
Uh-oh. You ready to get rid of
The infamous wiring harness.
Yep. All right. Guess who's got to leave? Miss all the fun.
In about 2 hours, less than 2 hours, we got the bike from a fully running, functioning, perfect motorcycle to what you see now. I have to run, but Mitch, I've done the generous thing and left Mitch with a pile, a mess, some might say. And yeah, so I'm gonna run, and Mitch is gonna finish this up. But pretty good progress, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
I think you got less than an hour left.
I think so too. I think I could be done and out early today.
He showed up at noon today. Wants to leave early.
We're sitting here talking, planning out this build, and we're like, we're gonna work it out tomorrow? And I'm like, no, we don't have the hardtail yet. And look what shows up, like a messenger from the heavens, from Krispy Co. Nice brand new hardtail. So maybe we will be welding tomorrow. We'll see. There she is. She looks very cool, actually. Really cool. Okay, it's been a couple days since we stripped the Softail frame down to where you see it here. The next step in the process is to put this Krispy Co hardtail on there. And in order to do that, I need to watch the instructional video and take some notes to figure all that out. So we'll do that, and then we'll do some cutting. There she is. Come on, keep going, keep going. Hey! Frame's now cut. I'm trying to get rid of some just excess welds and burrs, and then we'll go for fit up. We're pretty square, we're not pretty square, we're square to the sissy bar mounts. The hardtail is in, bolted up down here. It's level across, which means it's time to tack up, take a bunch more measurements, and final weld. I got the moment of truth and see if these tacks hold when I unclamp everything. Looks good. Might be the best frame I've done. Okay, we're gonna take it off, we're gonna bring it over to the table, move everything over, and weld her up. I like it. What do you think, Johnny?
Sick.
What's up, y'all? Mitch and Jake with Prism Supply here today working on a chopper.
The goal for today's episode is we're gonna mock up all these parts. Mitch has kind of done some of the back work already as far as like getting the oil tank to fit / welding oil tank mount, same with the gas tanks, but we haven't seen this bike as quote unquote roller yet. Yeah, so this should be a fun episode just because, again, you go from basically scratch to overall what the bike's gonna look like. So follow along, here we go.